The JKU is headed back into the shop today, but nothing bad, all good things, just getting it ready for the 2025 wheeling season. Everyone should be doing a pre-wheeling inspection regularly, and the harder you wheel, the more often you should do them. Welcome back to the yellerfab YouTube channel. Excuse the sound of the heater running because it is cold outside. For today's video, we're going wheeling tomorrow. We are going to Winterfest at Hollyoaks Off-Road Park in Holly, Michigan. So tonight's task is to run through the Jeep as a quick pre-wheeling inspection to make sure we're good to go. I don't know that I've formally introduced my Jeep on this YouTube channel here because we already built it. I guess I did a walk around video. I do have that up on the channel, but we didn't do any of the builds while this YouTube channel existed. That all happened before the YouTube channel. So anyways, here is my 2015 Jeep Wrangler JKU. It's on a Dana 60 from an 05 and up Super Duty, and then a 14 bolt rear and 42-inch tires. We hand built the bumpers, the rock sliders, the roll cage on the inside. So yeah, I love my Jeep. I love wheeling it. That's about all I have to say about that. Let's run through our pre-wheeling inspection.
Well, I like to go under and look for just anything that doesn't look right or has abnormal wear, and then I pull wrenches out after.
Listen, nobody wants to be the person that shows up to a wheeling day and then breaks on the first obstacle due to something that they should have caught beforehand. Don't be that person. So first up is the visual inspection. Nick is just looking at my axles and everything under my Jeep to look for any loose bolts, any welds that may have cracked, anything that may have been damaged that we didn't notice on our last wheeling trip. We would rather catch it now than find out once we're miles deep into the woods.
I mean, this thing is still muddy from Mounds Giving. Somebody did a really bad job washing it.
My bad.
But like, I'm checking just to see that the connections are all there. I don't see anything that looks too outrageous. But like, I'm really spending more time looking at like welds on control arms right now, making sure this has got some pretty serious wear on it, but it's still welded. Still thick. U-joints look good, move free. Don't hear any weird noises. Double checking jam nuts just by hand for now. I'll go through with a wrench. Don't see anything crazy there. Move my way this way, same thing. Brake bolts all look intact. Man, how do you hit the ball joint? Yeah.
Never underestimate my ability to hit everything on a rock.
Oil pan doesn't look too oily. Steering box looks like it's all there. Bolt still looks tight. Don't see any crazy amounts of fluids up there. Will say your exhaust is not smashed, which is
nice.
Really saying something.
I went and redid that obstacle where I ripped it off the first time and I didn't rip it off the second time, so that's good.
Brake lines look good. Don't see anything that looks too concerning.
Okay, next, after going and visually inspecting everything under the Jeep, the next is to grab the wrenches and just tighten up all the control arm bolts. Check any of the bolts just to see if anything's loose, brake calipers, anything like that. the other thing is we check all the jam nuts on my control arms too, because those tend to get loose.
Like to check the U-joints too, make sure they're not, I don't see any excessive play in those.
And then I'm just checking my hydro assist lines to make sure they are not leaking. We had an issue where those have leaked a couple times on us, so I definitely want to be on the lookout for that. Now he's just going through the rear and checking all of the same things. Another thing I like to do before a wheeling trip is actually put it in four-wheel drive in your driveway or in your yard and just drive it just up and down the driveway once, just to make sure four-wheel drive is actually engaging. I have been wronged by that once. One time we went all the way to Silver Lake, and the second I put it in four-wheel drive when we hit the sand, I found out I exploded my front ring gear and didn't know that from the previous wheeling trip. So would have been nice to find that out beforehand. So ever since then, I always test four-wheel drive out first before we load up. Everything look good?
Yeah, I think that's everything that I'm...
Another thing to add is while we are right here, we should also check the transfer case fluid, make sure that's good. But as part of a pre-wheeling inspection, you should check all the fluids in the Jeep. So check your coolant, check your engine oil, your transmission fluid, your diff oil, and power steering. We're not checking the fluids today in my transfer case because, as Nick says, that is a skid plate off activity, and we only do that about once a year unless we have reason to believe it should come off for any other reason. Yeah, my R-Tech skid plate has seen better days.
That thing's been great though.
It's been great. It's getting real thin now. I've put it to the test, that's for sure. I think that about does it, so let's go wheeling tomorrow. Now just to load it up on the trailer and head to Holly Oaks in the morning. Editing Becca here in my office. That's a picture from Windrock that I took and love. I just wanted to ask, do you have any pre-wheeling inspections that you do? Any routine checks that you do? Or do you just take the gamble and go out and wheel and hope that nothing happens? Another thing I wanted to ask is if you might be interested in seeing what tools we pack when we go wheeling or what spare parts we bring every time we go wheeling. Maybe that would make a good future video. So leave a comment below on that. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the yellerfab YouTube channel while you're here, and we will see you in the next video.
It's like he was literally